Hey, what's up guys, it's BeamNG-FUN here, and in today's tips and tricks video I wanted to talk about the crash test dummy and specifically how we can place him on the map, reposition him, and fix some of the issues that you guys run into with him, such as when he falls over, how do we pick him up and move him around the map. This is something that I get a lot of comments on my videos. People are asking how they can move around the crash test dummy and position them to their liking. So in this short video I just wanted to show you guys how I do it, and hopefully that'll help you guys out with the crash test dummy. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control E on my keyboard, and you can see the list of vehicles here. I'm going to select the dummy. Now if you don't have the dummy, it is actually a mod, it doesn't come with the game, and what I'll do is I'll include in the description a link to the mod, so if you don't have them and you want them, feel free to check out the link in the description, and you could always download them. So once he's in the game, I'm going to open him up from the vehicle menu. I'm going to click Spawn New in this case, and you'll see right here he's spawned in, but he's going to fall over. And this is the problem that I know a lot of people have, and it's no big deal, it happens to me all the time. He spawns in, ends up tipping over, or he spawns in a spot that I don't want him to be, so we need to move him around and stand him back up. Just to show you one more time, I'm going to press the reset button, and you can see because he's on a bit of a hill, he's just going to tip right over. Okay, so to fix that, I'm going to press F11 on my keyboard. Alright, and you might have seen some of my other tips and tricks videos. I talk about the world editor and how we can move things around. It's pretty much the same as other objects in terms of moving them around, so you might be familiar with this already. If you're not, what you're going to do is up here in the top right hand corner you'll have the mission group. You're going to expand that, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're going to see the player as well as a couple of clones. The clones are any vehicles or objects you've added in. So you can see here the player, when I click on it, it highlights my vehicle. When you click on clone 7, you can see that is the crash test dummy. Now a lot of people get this far and they think what they can do is they can maybe just lift up the crash test dummy, and that'll work, kind of. What'll happen is because the physics are still on and gravity's in play, he will lift up, but then he'll just fall back down. So this is where a lot of people get stuck. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the crash test dummy, and I'm going to very quickly press the J key. The J key will pause the physics. So I'm going to press my reset key, and I'm going to press the J key almost immediately. Okay, so you can see here he's now stood back up, and what's happened here, usually he'll stand back up in the place he started, but because I was kind of playing around with him a little bit, he's kind of stuck halfway between, but no big deal, we're going to move him around anyway. So now that we've reset him and pressed the J key, what that does is that has now paused the physics, including gravity. So now if I click and drag the blue arrow here, if you don't have the blue arrow, no problem, it's just up here in the top, in the left hand corner right under the pointer, you have the move selection, and that'll give you those options. Now you can just click on the blue arrow, hold it down, and you can drag them up. Alright, so now you'll see this time, because we've pressed the J key to pause the physics, he's not just going to fall over on us. So this is how we can now reposition him around the map. So now that I have him back standing up, I'm going to reposition him now using the green arrow to move him over here. And the other thing too, if you want to rotate him, or in this case you can see he's kind of standing, he's kind of slanted back a little bit. We can fix that up here in the top left hand corner. Right below the move key, we also have the rotate selection button. I'm going to click on that, and that's going to give you these circles. So what you can do is depending on the axis that you want to rotate him on, in this case I'm going to spin him. I'm going to hold down on the blue one and then just move my mouse, and you can see him now spinning. And as mentioned, he is kind of leaning back a little bit, so I'm going to press on the green. I'm going to pull him forward a little bit. Usually what I do is I just kind of leave him maybe an inch or two off the ground, just so when I do turn the physics back on, he's not going to fall over on me. So that's pretty good. So now what we can do to test it out is we can press the J key again to turn physics back on. And now you can see he's standing. Alright, looks good. Now if we want to get back to the game mode, up here top left hand corner, we can press on the play button. And now you can see we're back in the game, and he's standing exactly where I want him. So this is that's just one way to kind of move him around the map. I like using the world editor. It gives you that precision to put him exactly where you want, and yeah, it works out quite nicely. You can move him wherever you want, rotate him, do whatever you want, get him back standing, that sort of thing. Alright, so just quickly before I let you go, I do have a vehicle down at the other end. I'm going to press the tab key. There we go. This is the new ETK S series. And let's get a nice crash before I let you go. There we go, get some slow-mo going. Boom, bounced right off the hood, right into the ocean. There he goes. Awesome. So then what happens too if you've crashed into him and you want to put him back in place, all you got to do is just press the reset key and it'll remember exactly where he was, and it'll put him back exactly where you want him. Alright guys, hopefully that helps you guys out with the crash test dummy. Like I said, if you need the link to the mod, it'll be in the description. And as always, appreciate all your guys' support, and take care guys.